what we're going to do is sort of allocate where we're going to put the logo and the navigation, that kind of thing, and work on text colour. So let's create a new folder. We're going to call it navigation. Right, so we've got a navigation folder. Create a new layer. Now on this layer, all I really want to do is just mark down really where we're going to put the content. So I think this is where we're going to have the logo. I think we're going to have some quick links up here. It helps if we change the colours, of course. So we'll just put these in black for now. And final one we'll put here. That will be the main navigation. Right, so as you can see, we've created a box that's, you know, nicely sized. So I made the cloud slightly bigger on the left, just to incorporate a logo there. Obviously, it's nice to have it stand out. You know, you want to make the name as visible as possible, but you also want to try and keep it simple. An overcomplicated website is, well, a bit tedious to go through. I think we've all been to those websites that look like they're, you know, good 15 years old, haven't been touched since then, and yeah, they're not completely great to look at or navigate through. So that's one of the real things that we want to look at. I mean, there's a lot to designing a website. To me, when I look at a design that I'm putting together, I don't think about it as a solid image. To me, it has different layers. By that I mean, when you're bringing it to life in a website, it has multiple layers. You know, you can have pop-up boxes, you know, sliders. It becomes interactive. So when you're laying down the design of a website, you know, it's really useful to know what kind of interactive programming you can incorporate into the website, because this will play a huge part in how you design the website, and overly will have a big impact on, you know, what the users coming onto the website will look, see and feel. I mean, what I understand as good graphic design is making the person viewing the website feel what you intend them to feel. So, you know, that's sort of very much my philosophy on graphic design. But we are digressing a bit, so we'll go back to doing the website. As you see, so we've marked down the areas. We know where the logos are going to go and that kind of thing. So what I want to do now is create a new folder within this navigation group, and we're just going to call it layout markup, and we'll chuck all those rectangles in there. Right, so got that there. Now we're going to put another layer, and we're going to put a text folder, and on this text folder I'm going to open the layout markup and label rectangle 2. Now all we're going to do is have some text links up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that in now. Look for a font that looks nice. Now what you've got to keep in mind, on websites you generally only get sort of fixed amount of fonts, and then, you know, the user's browser will automatically change the font to a font that browser can read. So when you're designing a website, what I would generally say is if you want fancy text, generally best done as images. Now I've always found that a clunky way of doing things. I just like to keep the text simple. The only nice big fancy text I like to have is for the logos and sometimes, you know, category headers and stuff like that. So for now we're just going to change the text size down to around 10 pixels. So 6 pixels, because we set the resolution quite high. So if we type in about us, we'll have terms and conditions. Right, just going to keep it simple for now. I mean, we're going to decide on this at a later date, obviously, depending on what content we're going to put in. But we're just going to lay down the text and just get an idea of how it's all going to work. That's obviously far too big still, so we're going to make that a bit smaller. Let's bring up the text box, and we'll make it 1 pixel. Right, now obviously 1 point is very small, but because we've got the pixels up to 300 per centimetre, it means that you've got to put a smaller size in the text field to get the sort of smaller text. So I'm going to move this up here, change the text colour to black. It stands out nicely. Right. Now we just want to line it up in a nice place. So yeah, it's about right. So we'll put that there, and as you add more items on, that will sort of go from right to left. So that will just expand out if you want to add more links. So that will work fine as it is. Colour, I'm not so sure about. Let's have a little play around with that. We've got a nice blue on the website. I mean, we could pick that colour. Got nice contrast, makes it stand out. I rather like that, so I'm gonna keep that one. But what we're going to do when it's highlighted? Well, when it's highlighted, what we'll do is we'll set up a high contrast. So we'll get a real nice bright orange. So on that one line, we've already decided what the colour of the links are going to be for that. I'd like to pick, it's always good to pick colours that complement each other. What I wouldn't do is pick colours that have too much of a contrast, like white, like black and red. They can be a bit overpowering, especially when you've got red text on a black screen. Not everyone reads red text very well, so it's nice to keep the colours in contrast, but not too much.